Hello everyone, myself Devesh Kumar on the behalf of University Polytechnic. Welcomes to all of you. I am here to teach you a subject applied mathematics first with the subject code MATD 1002. And our today's topic is Cramer's rule for solving linear simultaneous equation from the very first unit, and the name of unit is algebra. Before starting our today's topic, that is solution of a system of linear equations by Cramer rules, we should know about the determinants. And in the previous lecture we learned about the determinant. Therefore, the definition of determinant is every square matrix can be associated with a unique number, and this unique number is known as determinant. Also, we can say a determinant is the arrangement of numbers in a square form inside two vertical lines. Also know how to find the determinant of matrix of order 2 and 3, and applying the properties of determinant to solving the determinant of the matrix of order 2 and 3. Now, objectives of today's lecture. In today's lecture, we will learn about the Cramer's rule for solving linear simultaneous equations with two variables. Second objective, Cramer's rule for solving linear simultaneous equations with three variables. Consistent and inconsistent system of linear equations. And last one, condition for unique solution, infinite solution, and no solutions of a system of linear simultaneous equations. Now we will understand Cramer's rule for two variables. For this, let us consider a pair of linear simultaneous equations like a1x plus b1y equal to c1 and a2x plus b2y equal to c2. The determinant of coefficient of x and y is denoted by d and written as d equal to determinant of a1 b1 a2 b2, where a1 and b1 are the coefficient of x and y from the equation 1 and a2 b2 are the coefficient of x and y from the equation 2. The determinant dx is obtained by replacing x column, that is a1 a2, y the constant values c1 and c2 written in the right hand side of given equation. So dx is equal to c1 c2 b1 b2. Here we replace a1 a2, that is the x column in d, y c1 and c2, that is the constant value written in right hand side given equation. Similarly, dy is the determinant obtained by replacing y column, that is b1 b2, y constant values c1 c2 written in right hand side in given equation. The formula to finding the value of x and y variable by Cramer's rule is x equal to determinant dx upon determinant d and y equal to determinant dy upon d, where the determinant d, that is coefficient of x and y, is not equal to 0. Now understand the Cramer rule with the help of an example. So let us consider a system of linear equations 3x plus 4y equal to minus 14 and minus 2x minus 3y equal to 11. Find the value of xy using Cramer rule. For the Cramer rules, first of all we write the determinant of coefficient of x and y, determinant dx and dy. The coefficient of x and y are 3 and 4 in first equation and minus 2 minus 3 in the second equation. So determinant of the coefficient of x and y from the both equations is 3, 4, minus 2, minus 3, and the value of this determinant is minus 1. Similarly, determinant dx is written by replacing x column in D with constant values in the given equation in right hand side. So the determinant dx is minus 14, 4, 11, minus 13, and value is minus 2. Similarly, the value of determinant dy is 5. Now using Cramer's rule, we can write the solution of simultaneous equation as the ratio of two determinants, like x equal to dx upon d and y equal to dy upon d, provided d not equal to 0. For this, substitute the value of dx, d, dy and d in x and y. We get x equal to minus 2 upon minus 1, that is 2, y equal to dy upon d equal to 5 on minus 1, that is minus 5. So the solution of simultaneous linear equation in the given example is x equal to 2 and y equal to minus 5. This is the process how to apply a Cramer rule in the given problem. Now we will understand the Cramer rule for three variables. For this, consider three equations in three unknowns or variables, like a1x plus b1y plus c1z equal to d1, a2x plus b2y plus c2z equal to d2, a3x plus b3y plus c3z equal to d3. The determinant of coefficient of x, y and z is denoted by d and written as a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2, a3, b3, c3, where a1, b1, c1 are the coefficient of x, y and z in first equation. Similarly, a2, b2, c2 from the second equation and a3, b3, c3 from the third equation. Now we write determinant dx. For this, we writing the determinant dx, we replace x column of d with the constant column, that is a1, a2, a3 in d, replaced by constant values of given equation in right hand side, that is d1, d2, d3. Similarly, we can write dy and dz by replacing y column in d with constant values of equations written in right hand side. So dy and dz like as. Therefore, the value of x, y and z by Cramer's rule is x equal to determinant dx upon determinant d, y equal to determinant dy upon d and z equal to dz upon d, provided the determinant d, that is the coefficient of x and y, is not equal to 0. Now apply the Cramer's rule for three variables, solve the given equations. From the given equations, we have the determinant of coefficient of x, y and z is 1, 1, minus 1, 3, minus 2, 1, 1, 3, minus 2. Here 1, 1, minus 1 are the coefficient of x, y and z in the equation first. Similarly, 3, minus 2, 1 are the coefficient of x, y, z from the equation 2, and 1, 3, minus 2 are the coefficient of x, y, z from the equation 3. The determinant of x, y, z. For the dx, replace x column of d with the constant column. That is, if we write determinant dx, we replace x column 1, 3, 1, y the constant value 6, minus 5 and 14. So the determinant dx is 6, 1, minus 1, minus 5, minus 2, 1, 14, 3, minus 2. That is we replace 131 with x minus 5 and 14. Similarly, we write dy dz by replacing y column with 6 minus 5 and 14 and z column with 6 minus 5 and 14. Now, using the properties of determinant, we solve all 4 determinants. After solving, we get determinant of coefficient of x and y, z is minus 3, determinant dx is minus 3, determinant of dy is minus 9 and dz equal to 6. As we know, the Cramer's rule, the value of x, y, z are the ratios of two determinants dx and dy and dz and d. So the value of x is the value of determinant dx upon the value of determinant d. So x equal to minus 3 upon minus 3, that is 1. Similarly, y is minus 9 minus 3, that is 3, and z is 6 upon minus 3, that is minus 2. So the solution of given system of linear equation in 3 variables is x equal to 1, y equal to 3 and z equal to minus 2 by using Cramer rule. Consistent system. A system of linear equation is said to be consistent if it have solution. That is, any system of linear equation have a solution, then it is called consistent system. There are two types of solution: unique solution and infinite solution. First, unique solution. A system of linear equation have unique solution if the determinant of coefficient of variables is non-zero. And infinite solutions are a system of linear equation have infinite solution if the determinant of coefficient of x and y is 0, as well as determinant dx, determinant dy, determinant dz all are 0. Inconsistent system. A system of linear equation is said to be inconsistent if the system do not have solution. In this case, we can say the given linear simultaneous equation have no solution. That is, if a system have no solution, then we can say the given system of equations is inconsistent. For this, if determinant of coefficient of x and y, that is variable, and at least one of them, that is determinant dx, determinant dy and determinant dz, must be non-zero. That is, the condition for inconsistent system is the coefficient, determinant of coefficient of variables must be 0 and one of them is also 0. Advantage of Cramer's rule. I find that one of the advantage to Cramer's rule is that you can find the value of x, y or z without having to know any of the other value of x, y, z. That is, in the Cramer rule, we find out the value of any variable without finding other variable. For example, if you need to find just the value of y, Cramer's rule would work well. Another thing that is I like about Cramer's rule is that if any of the values x, y or z is are fractions, you do not have to plug in a fraction to find the other values. Each value can be found independently. That is, in the Cramer's rule, we find every value of variable independently. Disadvantage of Cramer rule. One of the only disadvantages of Cramer's rule is if the value of d is 0, then Cramer's rule will not work because you can't divide by 0. However, if the value of d is 0, then you know that the solution is either no solution or infinite solution. You will have to use different techniques such as addition or elimination to find out whether the answer is no solution or infinite solution. That is, in the Cramer rule, we just identify the solution is either no solution or infinite solution, but not find them. So this is the disadvantage of Cramer rule. Let us discuss an example on infinite solution or no solution. The example is solve the system of equations using Cramer rule like this. From the given equation, we have the determinant of coefficient of x and y is 3 minus 2, 6 minus 4, and after solving we get d is 0 and dx is replacing 3, 6 by 4 and 0, so the determinant dx is minus 16. It is clear the determinant of coefficient of x and y is 0 and dx is not equal to 0. So we can't find the value of x because the value of x is the ratio of determinant dx and the determinant t. Therefore, we can say system is inconsistent, and so the given system of linear equation have no solution. Graphically, we will see the equation of these two by the graphically represent two parallel straight lines, and there is no common point. So graphically we can see the system have no solution. Now, summary of today's lecture. In today's lecture we have learned Cramer's rule for 2 variables, Cramer's rule for 3 variables, consistent and inconsistent system of linear equations, and conditions for unique solution, infinite solution, and no solution of a system of linear equation. And also we learn advantage and disadvantage of Cramer's rule. There are some questions for practice, like solve the system of equations by Cramer rule. There are two equations, so we use Cramer's rule for 2 variables. Second problem, solve the system of equations by Cramer rule. All of you see here 3 equations, so we can use Cramer's rule for 3 variables. I hope all of you try to solve these 4 problems, and if you face any problem, feel free to ask me. Thank you once again. Thank you to all of you.